you know, we all have opinions. We all have constructive criticism, but there's certain instances where when something's not for you, you just have to let it be. And of course, being in the podcast space, you got to create some content. So sometimes, a lot like this podcast, there is going to be some unwarranted intake, unsolicited opinions, views. But I want to know, what do y'all think about paying homage to someone, everybody else hating it, but the person who you're paying homage to supports it? What's up, blessed ones? You are now blaring the podcast. Brought to you by AB1 Studios. Thank you for your time. Listening. You want to know something else, blessed ones? Logic, and I know I'm late. Logic earlier this month did a Ice Cube cover of "Today Was a Good Day," and the internet ate it up. And probably, again, from what I know, Joe Budden definitely was very vocal about it. And I mean, if you know, you know. I mean, I'm not going to do a whole rundown, but Joe Budden usually have some things to say about Logic. I'm not exactly sure what type of, thing they have towards one another, because I know Logic had responded before. But I think one of the biggest flexes when you're an artist is creating something. And if it's a dedication, if it's for your fans, if it's just something you're putting out, the audacity and the courage it takes to do a cover or anything that is a classic, and it wasn't even bad. But the flex is that, apparently Ice Cube supports it, and I guess to Lala's case, he was like, keep doing your thing. I mean, he made videos of it. I'll share the link in the description. Free promo. But hey, he's Logic. He don't need promo. But my thing is, imagine doing something for somebody, and then, that particular person is all for it, but everybody else don't like it. Like, I just want to know the type of energy. However, oh no, I hope I'm not catching a cold. Because here's the crazy thing too, T-Pain just released the album. I believe it's over the covers. And he's he's doing covers for like classic, R&B songs. I think he has Sam Cooke, A Day Is Gonna Come. Has some other records, I think Journey. But I'm just gonna say like, what's for you is for you. I can't stress it enough. What's for you is what's for you. So sometimes, again, like I know, like I said, being in entertainment industry, me, I do music. But I do music, for the people who interested to listen. Same thing with podcasts. I say this all the time. Thank you for listening, and for those of you who might have some insight, might have some, perspective, and wants to get it out there. I speak for the people who, don't really have that platform. And I mean, I have a small platform, but I mean, hey, one day it's going to be big, like I always say. But the crazy thing is that, Logic is a rapper, and like I said, he's pretty dope. Like I said, he can. I don't want to sit here and say he's like a singer and he can sing or anything, but like I said, he does his thing. I mean, I personally like the cover. I still gotta listen to T-Pain's album, but I think that's the whole concept, right? Because I think he mentioned that he was gonna probably thought about doing a album with classic '90s records, and I think that's great. I think that's a cool idea. I mean, that's something that would be helpful. I mean, we had the verses during the pandemic. I don't know if there's going to be another verses coming up, but I think, if somebody would do it, Logic would be the one, because like I said, he's definitely, one of the good lyricists out here, and he's always been like a, all around type of artist. Like I said, he try to get his singing on every now and then. He has hit records. I mean, he has great collaborations. Like I said, I've been following Logic for a while. But his album was dope too. But it's just like the whole point is everything isn't for you. We don't have to do everything. Neither. We don't have to like everything. And like I said, Joe Budden, that's my guy. But like I said, sometimes he'll go on a tangent. So it's like, I think, like I said, it's sometimes hard to get on, get on the mic and say certain things, express certain things, and even to have different things to discuss. That's why I think there are a lot of podcasts out here that has co-hosts and different people and guests, because of the content that they create as a content creator, like myself and Joe Budden and Logic. If you can make something out of nothing, that's the beauty of it. However, at the same time, sometimes imagine if, Logic was, doing another record that wasn't a classic record like Ice Cube's. Would anybody care? So I think sometimes when we do things, especially covers, because covers is more of a showcase and more than a homage, I guess to me. But again, to each his own. But I do want to touch on something in particular. Like I said, this is going to be a very quick episode. A lot of my episodes are usually 30 minutes or more. But like I mentioned, the question is where it was. Like, can you pay homage? Does the opinion of others matter when the matter that you're addressing is supported and appreciated by that? So one thing that I wanted to touch on was, because again, I got to get in my relationship bag, right? So imagine you're dating somebody, and you're about to do something for your significant other or the person you're dating. Like say if you out with a woman, you give her flowers, right? If you didn't ask, don't matter. Like if I didn't ask for your insight, if I didn't ask for any suggestions for it, like I said, I asked for it. If I didn't ask for any suggestions, like say if you're gonna go with a young lady, you giving her flowers, and at night people might see you walking flowers, say, man, that's kind of so tacky, that's kind of dumb. Why you doing that? But I'm like, if that person likes them, if that person appreciates them, then it don't matter. That's why I think for certain things, certain things does not apply. Certain things do not matter. Certain opinions do not matter. That's why I think even when you're in a space of peace, when you're just minding your business, and someone just comes up to you and makes a comment or asks a question, and then they don't like your response, it's like, I didn't bother you. Like sometimes people go out of their way to disturb your peace, whether it's intentional or not, just because they're trying to the word that I'm looking for, that I do this all the time. I guess they're trying to satisfy their curiosity. And all I'm going to say is that it's okay not to do that. It's something that I'm working on, something that I've been working on, something that I have trouble with sometimes. Like I said, because I'm the same person. Like I said, I want to have, I want insight. I like insight. I like perspective. The whole purpose of this podcast, again, ask questions, suggestions, requests. I want insight. I want perspective. I want to have certain conversations that I'm curious about. But again, when it comes to like when you're outside, when you're out there in the world and you're, presenting something, you're, of course, if you're an artist and you put something out, it's open for critique. But the thing about it is, why do we critique so critical? I mean, because sometimes, again, as an artist, that's what it is. You're putting something out there for people to enjoy, to be entertained by. And I guess, again, you got to have tough skin. But it's like people who don't like it, and even people who do like it. I mean, like, I want to know, like, what's the inspiration or the intent? Because like Joe Budden was critical a lot. Like he told him to come back and go back and retire because a lot of their retiring. But he was just critical on him, and I was just like, man, but Joe always been like that. Just from me being a fan of his musically and medially. That sounds stupid, but yeah, I just wanted to give a little thought, just a little thought process there. We have to remember that everything isn't for us. If there's something that you like, if you appreciate something, hey, give them their flowers. People deserve their flowers. If you don't like it, then just fall back. But like I said, I guess that's just the space that we're in. Sometimes, I didn't really want to get too deep into this particular thing. It was really just kind of like just to give y'all something for I'm trying to be a little bit more consistent. I'm working on it, like I said, and I appreciate all those who take the time to listen to me for 10 seconds, 10 minutes, or even just like my intro and just come up here. But, shout out to everybody listening. As always, stay safe, stay prosperous, stay productive and positive. This is Blair. Shout out to Logic, shout out to Ice Cube, shout out to Joe Budden, shout out to T-Pain, he's doing it. But yeah, I'm out.